Hi everyone, I hope I'm in shot because I'm now going to do the tutorial on the silhouette. I've been asked several times, by several people should I say, to do a tutorial on the silhouette, so I'm going to do that for you. They are nice, they're very pretty, even in the modern day you can give them as a gift. So what we're going to need, I'm going to go through the materials that you're going to need for if you're going to do this particular one, you know, like copy me. So what we're going to need are some silhouettes. I've got two here, one I used yesterday and another one that I've just cut out. Now I often hand draw mine, but for those that can't do that, it's simple. Go on the internet, type in Google silhouettes. And when you've done that, do it in the images, all the silhouettes will come up that's available. Choose one you like, print it off, cut it out. Where's mine? Here's mine that I've just done. That's the one I've just done. Make yourself a template from card. I don't need to, I've got that and I'm going to keep using it as I need it. I'm just going to trim that off a little bit, don't like that. And then when you've done that, you'll have, keep getting yourself a collection of silhouettes, templates and whatever together. I always keep all mine in a big envelope thing that I made myself. So you're going to need a template, okay? This one I'm going to do on a large oval, so you're going to need some card to put the large oval on. We're going to cut that out. I haven't got any black glimmer mist, so I made my own, and this is just an old bottle that I didn't want to throw out and waste. So what I did, I took the black soot re-inkable bottle, popped some in this bottle, added water, and I've now got black. So easy. You're going to need a tray to do your inking in. I've chosen some black lace that will fit round the frame because I didn't have any of the other ruffle. I've also chosen some black leaf that I managed to get while I was away. Now, I might use it, I might not. I don't know. I'm just getting things out that I may use. You're going to need a small oval unless you've got a Cricut or a, excuse me, a die that will cut out one bigger than that. This one actually measures, where's my little ruler? This one measures 3 inches across by 3 3/4. Now you need it bigger than that, but I'm having to use this one to get a bigger one. And I'll show you how I do that. I'm going to need the ruler. So you're going to need a piece of card to make a new one of those. I've got some little plastic butterflies, black ones. I might use them, I might not. Just get a selection of things out that you might need. I'm going to use some pearl drop bling. Got some black stickles, some black lace in case I need that. This black bling, I bought this on Etsy. It wasn't from Carla's or anything like that, and I can't remember where I bought it, but I wish I'd bought more. I've got a little trimming as well in case I want to use that. This was one of the earrings from yesterday's, that I bought while I was away from the flea market. I've got some little orange rosebuds. Now they're like a brownie orange. The orange wild orchid craft ones, and some of the black ones as well, the tiny ones. I've also got some of the black lace leaves, which I will be using like that. They're like an applique leaf. So I've made this flower. I may use it, I may not. I'll see. Like I say, let's get going and I'll show you what we're doing. Now what you need to do, if you're like me and haven't got the oval apart from that size, you need to pop that on a card. Really, I should make myself a template. I usually have a template of everything. Just for now, I'm just going to go around that like that. But because I want it bigger, the easiest way I know how is this. I'm going to have it 1/2 inch bigger. Measure it from the 0 on your ruler to the halfway mark. If you put the line straight there on the line of that, you'll get a nice even circle. So just go oval, sorry. So just go around like that. It's just, I know it's a bit of work, but once you've got one, cut it out as a template, and then you just whiz around it. But I didn't do that. I've probably got one in my stash somewhere, because I make templates all the time. Now, I did mention yesterday about my magazine, the Freestyle Crafts magazine, and the template book that I've got out. Now, I'll be coming on shortly and giving you the details of that. So if you are a newbie and you haven't seen it or whatever, you can download it as a PDF, then you can print it off, or you can actually buy the book, and it comes within 2 weeks. So you buy it directly from the publishers, which is magcloud.com. And if you go on there, magcloud.com, put in jennings644. I think it comes under jennings644. I'll get the website for you, because I can't remember. It's that long since I looked at it. And then you'll be able to go on and buy either of the books that I've got. The template book it has lots. I think it's 40 odd, 50 odd templates of all sorts, from making little handbags, butterflies, shapes, flowers. And they are cheap. Then it's not an expensive book, and it's a very good tool. The magazine itself, I'll show you anyway while I'm here. This is the first magazine, Beautiful Creations, created by me. It's Freestyle Crafts, issue number 1, Think Outside the Box. And the way to use this is it's a useful tool. You get the picture. If you want to do that particular flower, that is handmade by me. It gives you the website to go on YouTube. It gives you the link. You just type it in. It tells you the materials that you need, and you just follow on. So you gather your materials, go on the link, and there you go. The tiger lily, and I show you how to do that. You can follow it and make that yourself, and they're step by step, very easy to make. Nothing's hard in here, ladies. From a beginner to the more experienced, as I was saying, from a beginner to the more experienced, there's nothing hard in this book at all. I make everything the easiest way I possibly can to help you. You can bling your bling up. There's all sorts for you to do, and so it's an easy book to follow, a very good tool to have in your stash. And because I have over 1,300 videos, most of them tutorials, and for a newbie or anybody else that's finds it a bit daunting, oh God, where do I start? What do I want? This book eventually will house each, with all the issues, will house all the videos that I've done, because I'm redoing the videos, because the older ones are not very good, but they are better now than what they used to be. So you'll be able to pull that out, your magazine, and say, right, I want to make that today, and then you'll gather your materials, sit down, put your computer on, turn onto YouTube, put in the link, and there you are, your tutorials there, a free tutorial for you to learn how to do something or make something. And rather than trawl through 1,300, you'll be able to pick and choose which one you want to do. So it is a very, very, very helpful tool, and all the people that have bought it up to now have had I've had a rave report about it, and I'm absolutely thrilled. The other book that's on there as well is the template book, and there's 40 odd or 50 odd templates for a small fee. And every time I make a template of something, I just put it to one side, and then when I've got so many, I'm going to be making a book after book after book until you have a full collection of templates with everything I do. And it's going to be an immense project to do, but you're going to end up with all the templates that you need to do everything you want to do. So very, very good tools. Right, well, let's get on with this now. So what I've done is I've cut this out, and this is the side I'm going to use. Now, I need to paint that. So wouldn't I be better have got my paints out? Of course I would. Did I? No. Of course I'm going to. I need black, and I'm going to need the white, because we're going to do white on black. So that's all ready for that. With that, I'm now going to need the white, and then I'm also going to cut this one out. I'm just going to show you that. And I'm going to need the black paint for that. So don't ever cut out in the middle of something. take it to the end so you're not wasting anything. With me, you're going to learn how to, or I'll remind you how not to waste. Put it that way. Because I'm not a waster. I can't stand waste. It does me head in. Just quickly cut that out. Keep hold of that. It'll come in handy for something else. And then cut out. If you don't have anything, now, because the newbies don't always have everything. So if you don't have anything to make an oval, again, go on the internet, go on images on Google, type in oval, they'll bring some up, print one off, cut it out, put it on card. Cereal boxes, if you haven't got chipboard, cereal boxes, save all of those. Save them, flatten them and then store them. And then you've got chipboard. It's the same thing, ladies. Put your oval on, cut it out, you've got an oval. You know, don't think, oh, I've not got this, or a little bit of time and a bit of effort and you'll have everything you need. Right. Mine's going to look like that. Yeah, that'll do. Right. Oh, I'll do anything. What I'm going to do, get hold of my paintbrush. I hate that when it dries up like that. But then again, it protects it, so... I'm going to add a touch of water with my brush. Just wet the brush and then add the water. Look, it's a bit stiff, my brush. And then work quickly round. I probably need a couple of coats because I'm doing it onto white anyway. You don't need to do the whole oval because you're going to cover that. Oops. And just blend all that in. Smooth it all out. Like that. Just keep going till it's smooth. Take your dryer and dry that. Turn that off, a bit more paint on your brush and just go over it just to make sure that you've covered everything. And I do use acrylic paints nearly all the time, although I work with various ones. But the either this one, the Reeves's, or the what's the art one? Can't think of what it's called now. Oh, honest to God, my memory is getting really bad. Well, it is bad, but it's getting worse. Right. Look, I've got my new tub set out that I bought. I can clean my brush straight away. Like that. Right, now what I'm going to do is dry that. Turn the heat glue gun on because I'm going to need that. Doesn't take long. Right, so all you do is the same with the white one, the centre one. Move that out of the way. Just me clean this off because I'm not happy with the nozzle on my pen. There we go, much better. You do need about two coats because you need it nice and white for the picture to stand out nicely. And when you're painting, and you're painting a fairly big surface, just don't dilly-dally with it, just paint it. Look, I've got my strawberries. Hubby brought me strawberries to munch on. Instead of munching on sweets, I have to munch on strawberries because I want to lose some weight. I couldn't get over while I was abroad. Oh my word. I look massive. I am a size 16 though, don't mind saying. I'm pretty big. Well, biggish. Right, so that's that. Now what we're going to do is to... There they are. This also has to be painted black. Oh, my brushes are getting worn, I think. Yeah, hang on. Oh, I'm drinking my coffee. And we will paint this now. I just use my nail to hold on to it. Right, I'm going to do a couple of coats on that. Keep getting a crackling noise on my gun, I don't know why. Oops, that's probably why I keep dropping the blooming thing. Right. And thanks to all your comments, ladies, you know, about that you followed me on my holiday and this, that and the other. I had an amazing time and it was nice to share it with you all. I mean, obviously I didn't film everything, but I'm glad you all took interest and followed me. I hope I behaved myself. Probably not. And I've had a lot of comments from people over the past few months about, oh, they like it because watching my channel because I'm down to earth and blah de blah. Listen, what you see is what you get. There's a lot of people on the YouTube you can toddle off and watch if you like, if you don't like what you see here. I always say that to people: if you don't like it, don't watch it. I ain't changing, I'm me. There you go, so that's my silhouette done. Now what I'm going to do is attach the silhouette, put the paint away, to the oval. And we're going to put it up. You have to make sure you've got your oval right. I like that, about that. And all I do to do that is take some tape, on the back, peel it off, tuck that in, get rid of the rubbish. Right, there you go, I've got that done. That's my silhouette. I will just, underneath that, is put a little bit of glue just to stick that on there. And that's done. And then take your black one, position that one, make sure I've got the right position. Yeah, I like that. Take your tape again, pop some tape. No, actually we'll do that. Like that. just so that you've got enough to cover it. You've done that, peel that off. Like that. Reposition that again. That'll do. Like that. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is to get the butterfly ready. So I need this with the ink. Oh, I've not used. I can't say I've been away for a month and not used any of them. Well, never mind. Just get a little brush, paint the butterfly. I do like the way the colours are coming through. What saves me having to put some form of a pattern on it, and I'm just going to stickle this one up. I have to wash that now and unclog it. And the way to unclog it is just undo the cap, unscrew all the bits together, you know, the end bits, and wash it with hot water under the tap. I'm going to be doing that. I want it all done, so that'll do. Put that in the bucket. And then take that out and dry that off. Well, I'll have a strawberry while I'm waiting. Right, what we're going to do now is to pop the lace around. I'm just going to move the strawberries out of the way. The glue gun. Turn this upside down. It doesn't matter which way this goes. And start at the bottom and start to glue this. Your trim on, should I say, not mine. Yours. Whatever you're going to be using. Use your thumb to curve it round. And, you know, don't do too big a sections at all. Like that. Just small sections. That's fine. Looks, I felt it looks pretty, actually. And because you can see through it, you can see where the edge of the lace, the elastic is. It's the elastic one, this one. And just helps you. Like that. There we go, and peel all the stringy bits off later. Move that out of the way. I think one of those, you know, the pips on the tiny pips on the strawberry, and I'm stuck down my blooming throat. Like you say, quick as that. Chop that bit off, any excess. Haven't quite got that in place. There we go. Doesn't matter about that. Right, what I've started to do now is to do the pearl around the edge. And I've decided not to do the other one with this not being a wide pearl, otherwise it would cover the whole lace. So I'm going to go on the inside edge of the black card and just attach this. I've also put a little flower there as well in her hair. And because this is a little bit awkward, and my glue gun, it's the glue I'm using doesn't seem to be right for some reason. Just do so many little dots at once and then work your way around like that. Not quite in shape. We'll hide that with a flower or something. It can always be fixed. And I just generally pull it back, a little dab of glue on each one, and then just pop them on like that. Like that. Like that. We'll sort all the glue bits out later. Oh, spin round, sodger. I'm hoping I'm getting this in shots. Keep it lifted off the card and just drop each one on so that you're you don't make a mess. Like that. And you don't make a mistake, or if you make a mistake you're not going to be able to not pull it off again. Like that. Try and do a few more to speed it up a little bit. I know some videos take quite a while, but you know, at least you're getting to see it stage by stage, and that'll help you when you're crafting. Oh, bloody strands. Right, because I'm just going to have to fit that in. But what I'm going to do is squash that in, but we'll cover it with the leaves or whatever. That doesn't matter. Just do that. Let's fit that bit in. We'll cover that. Right, so we can get these blooming strands off. I did try and melt it on, but because it's on black, I noticed it left a smear and I didn't want that. So I'll just shift all of that. Like that. Pretty. Right, now, let's see about putting a flower on it. I'm not too sure about that. Well, actually, I do like it. But I'm just going to have a look for something else. And I've decided to use this. So I'm now going to have to try and clip that end off. I don't want that on. Like that. I'm going to glue that just on there like that. What I'm going to do is to attach a couple of the leaves, oops, just underneath that. I might need sticking on again. I've got paint everywhere, look at me, covered in the blooming stuff. Oh, my stand and everything goes haywire. Right, just chop this off. Just a case of, you know, decorating things up now. This metal doesn't look like it's going to stick, but it will. It will if I have anything to do with it. Let's do that. Just cover that little bit up there as well. Pop all of that in there. Like that. Hope you're seeing this. Going to also put some more of these flowers in. And then slot that underneath like that so it sticks out. And turn the flower head. Just make sure that that's stuck properly. Yeah. Put another one. I might just try threading that through. Like that, that'll stay there. I'm also going to use some of the flowers that I've got. Sorry, I hope you are seeing this. Like this. And where I cut that off, I'm just going to pop a little rose in. Right, I'm just finishing this off. I haven't used them, but I'm going to. Right now, I'm just... Oops! Drop the pearls. Just going to use a little bit of pearl. Which is going to be here. Like that. Just for decoration, basically. So I like it around the hair. Nice. And then I'm just going to get an earring, which is a pearl. Really careful where you position this. Like that. And then with that, I'm just going to cut one of these off. No, I won't. No, I won't. I'm going to use one of these. Just put that in, like it's hanging off from her ear. Yes, we're going to a fairly large earring, but don't want to do too much to it. And then I'm just going to put some black stickles on the butterfly. Sorry if you can't see. is just to spread it out. I've curled the butterfly wing slightly. And there you go. Just got to put the hanger on it. And now you've got another one. So I hope you like that. Like I said, this was just an earring. A few flowers here and there. Few material leaves, bit of spray in here, it's like a pearl spray, and a bit of trimming, butterfly, bit of lace, all on chipboard, and you've done.